Hello students. Today I am going to explain you Std-7 Science Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants. As you all know, living organisms such as the plants and animals survive on the food. The food gives them the energy to perform several activities in their life and helps in their growth. Now, what are the nutrients? Certain substances are present in the food that help in the survival of the organisms. These special substances are called the nutrients. For example, proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, minerals, and fats. Some living organisms, like plants, synthesize their food by themselves, while others, such as the animals, depend totally on the plants and other animals for their food. Now, what are the mode of the nutrition in the plants? And what is the nutrition? Nutrition can be defined as a process by which organisms take in food and utilize in order to survive. Based on the mode of the nutrition, organisms can be divided into two categories: autotrophic organisms and heterotrophic organisms. Autotrophic organisms, they can prepare their own food by themselves, such as the plants. Heterotrophic organisms, they depend upon other organisms for their food, such as the animals. Now, how do plants prepare their food? Plants prepare their food with the help of the certain raw materials that they gather from their surroundings. The raw materials includes are water, carbon dioxide, sunlight, mineral, and chlorophyll. The process by which plants prepare their food by using these raw materials is called the photosynthesis. Where is the food that is made in the plants? Leaves are also known as the food factories of the plants, as they are the places where food is prepared. Now let me explain you transportations of the water in plants and the minerals. The roots of the plants absorb the water and minerals from the soil and then transport them to the leaves via stems and the branches. The carbon dioxide are absorbed by the stomata, which are present in the down surface of the leaves, and the presence of the chlorophyll, which is present in the green color which is present as a green color pigment in the leaves of the plants. Chlorophyll captures the sunlight along with the other raw materials that prepares food in the leaves. The process of photosynthesis only occurs in the daytime in the presence of the sunlight. That's why that is called the photosynthesis. Here photo means light and synthesis means to synthesize. So in short, photosynthesis means to synthesize the light. Now, why the sun is called the ultimate sources of the energies for the all living organism? As we all know that the plants use solar energy to make their food. The herbivorous animals depend upon the plants for their foods. Animals such as the carnivores, which they do not eat plants but depends upon the herbivorous animals. Therefore, all the living organisms directly or indirectly receive their energy from the sun. Now you may have the questions, can photosynthesis take place in the other parts of the plants also? Yes, green stems and the branches of the plants can also undergo the process of the photosynthesis. For example, plants in the desert area like cactus do not have leaves, but they still exist there because their stem produce the food for the plant. Now, what is the importance of the photosynthesis? There will be no food if the plant would stop conducting the photosynthesis process. The plants take in carbon dioxide and produce oxygen during the process of the photosynthesis. Hence, without this process, it would not be possible to survive any living organism on the earth, as there would be no oxygen. Now, nutrition in the plant, they do not contain chlorophyll. Many plants do not contain any chlorophyll. Hence, they are unable to prepare their food by themselves. Therefore, they rely on other plants and animals for their food. There are the many categories. First is the parasitic plants. Some plants live on another plant for their nutrition. These are called the parasites. The plants on which these parasitic plants survive are called the host. For example, Cuscuta is a parasitic plant. Second one is the insectivorous plants. Some plants depend upon the insects for the food and thus are called the insectivorous. The leaves of these plants are modified into a pitcher-like structure. The top part of the leaves act as a lid which can open and close like the pitcher. The pitcher contains a hair in a downward direction which traps the insects. The pitcher, on capturing the insect, secretes some digestive juices which help in the digestion of the insect. For example, Discadia and the nephritis. Third is the saprophytes. Saprotrophs. Some organisms survive on decaying food and organisms. This mode of the nutrition is called the saprotrophic nutrition, and the organisms that survive because of the saprotrophic nutrition are called saprophytes. How do saprophytes obtain their nutrition? The saprophyte secretes digestive juices on the decaying and the dead matter. These juices convert the matter into a solution. The saprophytes that absorb the nutrients from the solution. For example, fungi, examples yeast and the mushrooms, are the saprophytes that can be found on the stale food and pickles which are exposed to the hot and the humid environment. Fourth category is the symbiotic relationship. Sometimes organisms live together to share shelter and food with each other. These are said to have a symbiotic relationship. Examples of organisms living in a symbiotic relationship are some fungi live in the roots of the trees. These fungi take food from the trees and in return help the trees in absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. Sometimes an organism that contains chlorophyll such as the algae lives in the association with a fungus. They together called also as a lichens. The algae provide food and nutrition to the fungus while the fungus provide water, minerals and shelter to the algae. Now, symbiotic relationship is also helpful in the replenishing the soil with the nutrients. Plants get their nutrients from the soil mainly, hence there is a need to replenish the soil again with the nutrients so that the plants can survive on it. Fertilizer and manure are often used to replenish the soil with the nutrients. They contain potassium, phosphorus and nitrogen, all of which are important for the plants. A bacterium called rhizobium present in the soil which can convert nitrogen present in the form that can be consumed by the plants. The rhizobium generally lives in the roots of the plants such as the peas, beans, grams and legumes and provides nitrogen to these plants. This again is an example of the symbiotic relationship. The farmers often do not need to use fertilizer while growing such crops. Thank you. This is what about the nutrition in plants.